Since the independence of India in 1947, as per the terms of the Britannia-Euro-India-Euro-Nepal Tripartite Agreement, 6 Gorkha regiments, formerly part of the British Indian Army, became part of the Indian Army and have served ever since. The troops are Gorkhas, residents of Nepal and ethnic Gorkha citizens of India. They have a history of courage in battle, evident from the gallantry awards won by Gorkha soldiers and battle honours awarded to Gorkha both before and after joining the Indian Army. A 7th Gorkha Rifles regiment was re-raised in the Indian Army after independence to accommodate Gorkha soldiers of 7th Gurkha Rifles and the 10th Gurkha Rifles who chose not to transfer to the British Army. Origins. Impressed by the fighting qualities displayed by the Gorkhas of Nepal during the Gurkha War, Sir David Ochterlony was quick to realise Gorkha Regiment was raised as the Nazari Regiment. This regiment later became the first King Georgia Euro unregistered trademark S-owned Gurkha Rifles, and saw action at the Malorn Fort under Lieutenant Lawty. They were instrumental in the expansion of the British East India Company throughout the subcontinent. The Gorkhas took part in the Anglo-Sikh Wars, Afghan Wars, and in suppressing the Indian Rebellion of 1857. Throughout these years, the British continued to recruit the Gorkhas and kept increasing the number of Gorkha regiments. By the time First World War started, there were 11 Gorkha regiments under the British Indian Army. The Gorkha regiments played a vital role in the Commonwealth armies during both the World Wars, seeing action everywhere from Monte Cassino in the west to Rangoon in the east, earning battle honours everywhere. As a testament to the psychological factors of the Gorkha regiments on its enemies, during the North African campaign, the German Afrika Korps accorded great respect to the brave Nepalese knife-kukri-wielding Gorkhas. Post-independence. Following India's independence, India, Nepal and Great Britain signed a tripartite agreement, and of the total of 10 regiments, 6, 8 grains and 9 grains, regiments of the Gurkha Rifles joined the Indian Army. In 1950, when India became a republic, the royal titles were dropped from 5 Rajya that joined the Indian Army. Following the divisions of the Gorkha regiments, the British Army decided that joining of the British Army would be entirely voluntary for the Gorkha soldiers and decided to hold a referendum. As a result, large numbers of men from the 7th Gurkha Rifles and the 10th Gurkha Rifles, which recruited predominantly from eastern Nepal, decided not to join their regiments as part of the British Army. In order to retain a contingent from this area of Nepal, the Indian Army made the decision to raise the 11 Gorkha Rifles. Although there was an ad hoc regiment raised during World War I with troops drawn from the various Gurkha units, the troops mostly retained the uniform and insignias of their respective regiments. This regiment was disbanded in 1922 and has no relation to the present-day 11 Gurkha Rifles, though some do claim so. Since independence, the Gorkhas have fought in every major campaign involving the Indian Army, being awarded numerous battle and theatre honours. The regiments have won many gallantry awards like the Param Vir Chakra and the Mahavir Chakra. The 8 Gorkha Rifles has the unique distinction of producing one of the 2 field marshals of the Indian Army, Field Marshal Sam Manekshaw, and is still revered as one of its finest officers. 5/5 Gorkha Rifles fought gallantly in Hyderabad police action in 1948. Naik Nawab Thepa of 5/5 Gorkha Rifles earned the first Ashok Chakra Class A of independent India, in Hyderabad police action on September 15, 1948. 1/5 Gorkha Rifles captured the Sehjra Bulge fighting against a whole Pakistani battalion during the Indo-Pakistani War of 1971. 4/5 Gorkha Rifles fought in the Battle of Sylhet, earning the distinction of being the first regiment of the Indian Army to be involved in a heli-borne attack. Under the Indian Army, Gorkhas have served in Bangladesh, Sri Lanka, Siachen, and in the UN peacekeeping missions in Lebanon, Sudan and Sierra Leone. 1/5 Gorkha Rifles was the first battalion in the history of peacekeeping to be earmarked as Air Mobile Force Reserve Battalion and given an entire country as its area of responsibility. Major Dan Singh Thepa of the 1/8 Gorkha Rifles won the Param Vir Chakra for his heroic actions during the 1962 Sino-Indian conflict. The 1st Battalion of the 11 Gorkha Rifles was involved in Operation Vijay, where Lieutenant Manoj Kumar Pandey won the Param Vir Chakra for his gallant actions. Current strength. Currently there are 39 battalions serving in 7 Gorkha regiments in the Indian Army. 6 regiments were transferred from the British Indian Army, while 1 was formed after independence. 1 Gorkha Rifles 5 battalions. 3 Gorkha Rifles 5 battalions. 4 Gorkha Rifles 5 battalions. 5 Gorkha Rifles 6 battalions. 8 Gorkha Rifles 6 battalions. 9 Gorkha Rifles 6 battalions. 11 Gorkha Rifles 7 battalions and 1 TA battalion. The individual Gorkha Rifle regiments of India are collectively known for regimental purposes as the Gorkha Brigade between themselves and are not to be confused with the Brigade of Gurkhas of the British Army. In popular culture, a platoon of the 1/11 Gorkha Rifles, led by Lieutenant Manoj Kumar Pandey, has been depicted in the Bollywood movie LOC Kargil. See also, People of Nepal, Gurkhas, Indian Army, British Indian Army, Royal Gurkha Rifles, Brigade of Gurkhas, Gurkha Contingent. References: Sir Mark Tully's presentation of the Indian Army during the Second World War, Bharat Rakshak.